Why you're still poor no matter how much you pray. There are people who pray every single day. They wake up early. They stay up late. They fast, they cry, and they genuinely seek God with everything in them. They are not pretending. They are not lazy in prayer, and they truly believe that one day something will change. But the painful truth is this: for many of them, nothing actually changes. The same struggles remain, the same financial pressure follows them, and the same cycle keeps repeating itself. It begins to feel confusing, and sometimes even frustrating, because deep down they start asking a question they are afraid to say out loud: God, why is my life still like this? It is important to understand something clearly. God is not deaf, and He is not ignoring you. Your prayers are not wasted, and your tears are not unseen. But there is something many people miss, and that is the fact that God does not only respond to prayer, He also works through principles. In the Bible, we are shown over and over again that God is a God of order. There are spiritual laws that govern life, just like there are natural laws that govern the earth. If you ignore those laws, prayer alone will not cancel the consequences. This is where many people get it wrong. They are praying for results, but they are ignoring the principles that produce those results. Take a moment and think about this. The same Bible that tells you pray also tells you to give. It teaches generosity, discipline, obedience, and responsibility. Yet many people want financial increase while living in the complete opposite of those instructions. They hold tightly to what they have, they avoid responsibility, and they expect God to multiply what they are unwilling to manage properly. It does not work that way. Prayer does not replace obedience. Instead, prayer works together with obedience. When you align your actions with God's principles, your prayers begin to produce visible results. But when your actions contradict what you are praying for, you create a kind of resistance in your own life. It is like asking for a harvest while refusing to plant any seed. No matter how passionate the prayer is, the ground will still remain empty. Another hard truth many people need to face is this: prayer is not a substitute for work. There is a mindset that says God will provide, but it is often used as an excuse to avoid effort. Yes, God is a provider, but He usually provides through opportunities, through ideas, and through the work of your hands. Even in the beginning, man was given responsibility. Work was part of the design, not a punishment. If you are praying for financial increase, but you are not building any valuable skill, not improving yourself, and not positioning yourself for opportunities, then there is nothing for God to multiply. It becomes very difficult to see change because you are expecting results without creating any structure for those results to grow in. God blesses what you do, not just what you say. This brings us to another key issue, and that is the lack of wisdom. Many people think money is their main problem, but in reality, wisdom is what they are missing. In the book of Proverbs, wisdom is described as something far more valuable than gold or silver. That is not just poetic language. It is a serious truth about how life works. You can receive money today and lose it tomorrow if you do not have the wisdom to manage it. That is why some people experience breakthroughs, but the results do not last. They return to the same position because nothing inside them has changed. Wisdom teaches you how to handle what you have, how to grow it, and how to sustain it. Without wisdom, even answered prayers can slip through your hands. There is also something deeper that many people do not like to talk about, and that is mindset. Poverty is not always just about what is in your pocket. Sometimes it is rooted in how you think. If you constantly believe that money is evil, or that wealthy people are automatically bad, or that they all did something evil to make money, also if you believe that you can never rise above your current situation, then you are creating limits in your own life. You cannot consistently receive what you secretly or openly reject. Your mind plays a powerful role in shaping your reality. Transformation does not start from your bank account. It starts from your thinking. When your mindset begins to change, your decisions change, your actions change, and eventually your results begin to follow. But if your thinking stays the same, your life will likely remain the same too, no matter how much you pray. Another mistake people make is waiting for one big miracle while ignoring the importance of systems. Yes, miracles are real, and God can move in powerful ways at any time. But most of the time, God works through process. He builds you step by step, teaching you discipline, consistency, and patience along the way. Many people are waiting for a sudden breakthrough that will change everything overnight, but they are not building anything that can sustain that kind of change. Imagine receiving a large amount of money. Without the discipline to manage it, it will not last. That is why systems matter. Small, consistent actions over time create stability and growth. When you develop discipline, when you become consistent, and when you start building systems in your life, you create a foundation that can carry the blessings you're asking for. At that point, prayer is no longer working alone. It is working together with structure, effort, and wisdom, and that combination is powerful. So what does this all mean for you? It means you should never stop praying, because prayer connects you to God, gives you direction, and strengthens your spirit. But at the same time, you must begin to examine your life honestly. Look at your actions, your habits, your mindset, and your level of discipline. Ask yourself if they truly align with what you are praying for. If you're asking God for growth, are you also growing yourself? If you are asking for provision, are you managing what you already have well? If you are asking for opportunities, are you preparing yourself to recognize and use them when they come? These are important questions, and the answers will reveal a lot. The truth is simple, even if it is uncomfortable. Prayer is powerful, but it is not designed to replace responsibility. God will not do for you what He has already given you the ability to do. He expects you to partner with Him, to take action, and to live according to principles He has already laid out. When you bring these things together, prayer, obedience, wisdom, discipline, and the right mindset, you begin to see real change. It may not happen overnight, but it will be steady, it will be lasting, and it will be real. So instead of asking, why is nothing working? Begin to ask, what am I missing? That shift alone can open your eyes to things you have been overlooking for a long time. And when you start making those adjustments, you will begin to notice that your life is no longer stuck. It starts to move little by little in the direction you've been praying for.